everyone. Welcome to the Talkoffame podcast. I'm Kylie, and since the SAG after strike ended a few weeks back, a lot of us podcasters and journalists have gotten back into kind of the groove of interviewing actors and people in the entertainment industry again. But it's honestly been a hot minute since I've interviewed a filmmaker or an influencer, and I'm so happy to be able to film this with the lovely Basia Mallet. She's an award-winning filmmaker and who discovered her love of film as an actress at 3 months old. Now 16, she has quickly become a successful content creator with almost 5 million subscribers to her social media page. She's an author, painter, and multi-talented artistic person. It is seriously awesome to see how much our generation is doing so many things at like our ages. And it's so lovely to have you on a podcast for today's episode. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So a couple of years back, you started a TikTok account with your grandfather that has Alzheimer's. Like, how did TikTok, help bring, joy into your grandfather's life that was dealing with Alzheimer's?
Well, oh, that's a great question. A lot of times my grandfather would just sit, and do really nothing. He would just watch TV or he would just, walk to the store and just kind of let his days go by. It was kind of boring. But when I started TikTok with him, it was like a combination of the silent generation and Gen Z. So it was like he was able to become cool and, become a grandpa for everyone in the world. And he just became more active. And I saw a big change in his mental health, honestly, with starting TikTok. He was really happy. He would always ask to like make videos. So I really appreciated, having that element of, social media for while he was around.
Yeah, like social media has really, made a big difference into like some people's lives and connecting to get people together, especially since the pandemic. We weren't able to really see each other and our families. And I definitely checked out your social media with TikToks with your grandfather, and it definitely made me so happy. I was like, oh my God, these videos are so amazing. But like how did make a TikTok account really help with your grandfather's like mental health? I know you mentioned this earlier, but especially having Alzheimer's, like you sometimes feel, alone, or you really feel upset, or you remember things. Like, how did making a TikToks and stuff help like your grandfather, like with mental health and getting remembering things every single day?
Honestly, I believe that it was the music. So anytime that we would play any like oldies that he liked, we noticed that he would like dance to them or like, get into the groove of things. So when we would film videos, we would play music for him because that would also be a really big part of, getting him active. And I honestly just believe that the music and the element of social media. That's why I love TikTok really because it's you're able to incorporate music within like the videos that you make. So I really feel like the music was a really big key aspect in like, him becoming, popular because a lot of people saw his personality when music would come on.
Yeah, like that's honestly like that's kind of me though. Whenever music comes on, honestly, I just loving it. And like it
Yeah.
really showed that music really made him so happy. Like, what was like the type of music you would play? Because I'm honestly an oldies like person that loves like oldies type of music. So I'm kind of curious to say like, what are you and your grandfather's music that you like to kind of jam out to or dance to?
Definitely some Neil Diamond, he loves Sweet
Ooh.
Caroline, Cher, Tina Turner, who else? There was one other one that George Michael. He really liked one more Try by George Michael. Um, a lot of old, he also liked My Girl. He liked to listen to that with my grandma.
Ooh.
Just a lot of oldies from like back in his time. I think it was really nostalgic for him to listen to songs like that. And
Yeah.
then he was able to listen to new songs that I would play for him. Like during quarantine, a lot of Olivia Rodrigo,
Yeah.
Cardi B. He did a Cardi B and Offset video with my grandma, and actually Cardi B saw it. We did a Megan Thee Stallion video. So yeah, I just think that music is a really big part of, why he loved TikTok so much.
Yeah, because like with TikTok, it really, comes with a big audience. Like with having TikTok and everyone basically on it, it really comes with discovering a new audience. And it's crazy to see like Cardi B really discover his videos because it's like you don't like really see like celebrities like Cardi B to really discover your videos. But like once you said Neil Diamond, like did you ever see the Broadway show, A Beautiful Noise, Neil Diamond story? It's about Neil Diamond in New York City. Like, have you ever seen
No,
it?
I haven't.
Like, I seen it a couple of months ago during the summer, and it's honestly so good. I think you will love it though, because it's like with you when you sit down, I'm like, oh my god, she'll love this. Like with Neil Diamond.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm a
gotta
person
check
that
that
loves
out.
like Neil Diamond and like those type of music, so I think that's something like you would definitely love to see.
Yeah, he was a huge fan of Neil Diamond. Like, honestly, if Neil Diamond were to come to our house and perform for him, he would just be so happy. Oh my gosh, I
Hmm.
already know.
Like I think that you'll probably be like, nothing's gonna top this thing that ever
Oh
happened
yeah,
in my life if no time performed in my house. Like I think nothing can
yeah.
top that. But like what were, like his favorite, videos to make? Like what I know you guys did like cooking videos, dancing videos, and all these things. Like what were like his favorite, type of videos to really create?
I would say cooking videos because, he got to eat all like the treats that we made after that. Um, or the lifestyle videos, like when we would go out and like go to the store, or when he got to take a ride on a private jet, that was pretty fire.
Ooh, I'm so jealous.
Interacting with different people. I know, right? No, I just think that he liked all of them, but I would definitely have to say the cooking or the lifestyle videos. We also have a YouTube channel and he would make those videos. Like we would make slime or we would do like, nighttime routines or vlogs. Like I think stuff like that was fun.
It definitely is. Like I remember that ERA, like when everyone used to love vlogging, that they'll post like low
Yeah.
quality or high quality videos growing up, even though now they're like, why that posts these videos are horrible. Like
Yeah.
but like you have created a production company called Worldwide POV Productions, where it's a video and film production company dedicated to telling thought-provoking stories using POVs from across the world. Like, how does Worldwide POV Productions, help spotlight stories that are dedicated to POV?
Well, I feel like because the film I made with my grandfather on having dementia, I really wanted to tell that story from his POV because I feel like a lot of people misunderstand people with dementia and with a lot of different things too. Like that's why I have a few things coming in the future for
Mhm.
different POVs of people. But I love POVs because I started making POVs on TikTok. That's where the whole thing originated from. 2000 POVs is my TikTok, and I would make TikTok videos of, POVs, and that was what really got me, really popular at the time. So I'm like, why not make, you know, a short film from my grandfather's POV because that's what would help people understand, his sickness a little bit more. So I feel like, you know, having wait, what was the question again? What was the question again? Sorry.
Like what? How do you guys, spotlight stories that are dedicated to POV?
Okay, I see. No, I just pick a topic. Like if it's a topic that I feel like people should gain an understanding on more, that's what I'll make a POV on.
Ooh, that's so interesting. Like, well, for me, like, I'm the person that loves watching POVs because I love like learning from people's different point of views on a situation.
Yeah.
Whether it's like an influencer, an actor, a professional, so many things. Like, I'm the type of person that loves to learn. So it's like, learning from people's POVs. Like, I'm just like, this is for me. Like, this is like, I just love it. But like, are there any guidelines or specifics that you use to like that you choose to wait, I'm gonna restart the question. Are there any guidelines or specifics that you take to choose a POV to spotlight?
I think it has to really just do with if I feel like that person is misunderstood. I want to help that person, get their story out there. That's why, there's some things to come, but yeah, I just feel like if you're misunderstood or you feel like you have like a really good story that you want to share with other people, then yeah.
Ooh, that's so interesting. Like sharing each other's stories is seriously, the best thing that could happen. Because I know with a lot of people, it's like sharing, not a lot of people have the opportunity to really share their stories. It's something that like there's now like too many platforms on there out there that really share stories during their platform. So it's so much needed. But like how did growing up as an actor really help you discover your love for filmmaking?
I'm pretty sure being behind the, because I was also behind the scenes a lot, especially with my mom being an actress and, filmmaker, producer, writer, all that. And a lot of my family is in the music, I mean, not music, sorry, um, filmmaking industry, also music too, but filmmaking. But I feel like being behind the scenes of that really helped me like to see that I really want to do this because it's really fun when you think about it, putting something together and having all these people because like filmmaking can never be done by yourself. Well, it can, but it takes a group of people, it takes a village really to put something together. So the fact that there can be all these different people, whether it be craft services, makeup, PA, all that, it's really cool to see all these people come together to put together one project and put it out into the world. So I think that just appreciating the love for filmmaking from a young age really helped me to see that it's really cool and that's something that I wanted to do.
Yeah, it's like really great to have, coming from a family that's in like filmmaking, acting, and everything. It really, really this really takes a village on how what you want to be when you're older. Because like I was having a conversation a few days ago about, I come from a kind of like a family of journalists, family, I have two family members that are in journalism for a little news station, and not like with having family members that grew up doing that, like from my experience, it really, takes you like myself to be a journalist to other people. So really with growing up with those people that do like a specific industry, whether it's like food or acting or journalism or sports, it really, really inspires you to pursue what they want to pursue. But the first film that you created was a questions I asked dementia. That is based off of the deep pain that you saw in your grandpa's experience with dementia that started to get worse. Like, what were kind of like the emotions, like what were the emotions that you felt when we were creating this film?
Well, I was honestly, it was a really proud moment for me, especially seeing that I was able to, help direct my grandfather into being like, this actor, but he wasn't really an actor because it was so real for him.
Mhm.
So honestly, I was really proud. It was emotional because I was seeing him, live out his dream of, or I'm not gonna say his dream, I'm not gonna speak on his behalf, but, you know, be someone that people look up to, that he's able to help tell a story and have this story live on for forever. And I think it's really just special that I was able to capture those moments with him and make the film for people to watch.
Yeah, like I seen a little bit of the documentary, and it's just like, really good. I love it. Like I'm the type of person that loves documentaries. So whenever when I saw you had a documentary, I'm like, oh my gosh, I definitely have to check this out because like it was especially with learning about your grandfather's life and you sharing it with the world. It really gives people a different perspective on his journey and really just, help people learn what it's like to be dealing with dementia. Because it really, when people have dementia, it might be mean two different meanings to people. So especially with getting that meaning, it really, could like change people's perspective on how they can approach people with dementia.
Yeah, facts.
But the last thing I have for you before we head off is like, did your grandfather have the chance to see the film? Or if so, like, what was his reaction?
Yes, he did actually, and I think he likes seeing himself on the TV. I'm not too sure that he understood what the film was about, but I think he did like seeing himself on the TV screen, and as like an actor, because it was like, it's a storytelling. So yes, he was an actor in it. There were no lines, but the emotions were definitely there. So I think he was happy. He did smile. He did
Ooh, so
smile.
that definitely is a fact though, if he liked it. Like even like if I was in a movie, if I see myself, I'll be like, damn, nothing's gonna replace this. My life is complete.
Period. Yeah.
And your work is, so inspiring. And like what's like kind of like next for you? Like what do you have kind of in store for the future if people are wondering like what's up with you and your production company and everything?
Well, I do have more films coming out soon. I have a documentary that should be done around at the end of this year and probably, coming out at the beginning of next year, I would say. And I have more music coming out soon, hopefully. We'll see.
Ooh.
And, just, more content on TikTok with my makeup.
Ooh, makeup. Okay, I see you. And so I thank you so much for coming on. It was so great meeting you. Like your videos with your grandfather and the videos you're making today are super helpful. And it's seriously making me and so many other people they so much better. And it's super, motivational. And thank you so much for joining and thank you for listening. Make sure to go check her out on social media and stay tuned for what she has next. And thank you so much for coming on. It was so great meeting you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great meeting you.
Of course. Have a great rest of your day.